It is Food291 here, and I originally created this video as homework, but decided to put it on YouTube just because. Let's get into the content.
Be making macarons, and to start off, you're gonna want a cup and 3/4 of powdered sugar, a cup of almond flour, a teaspoon of salt, and you're just gonna want to send that through your food processor. And if you don't have a food processor, not a problem, because just send it through a stand mixer and then just sift it. It'll give you the same thing.
If you don't know how to pull the egg yolk out of the egg white, there are two ways that I know of. There's probably a third one, but I don't know. One is using the shell, but that is flawed with, you could get some eggshell in there, you could break the egg yolk, and then there's just using your hands, which I would actually recommend. So if you wash your hands, just gently reach in and pull the egg out of the egg yolk. You're gonna have to do this number with your hands, but small details. Okay, so you're gonna want to beat the eggs until they are translucent like such. Okay, so once you have put the 1/4 cup of sugar in, just let it run until you get stiff peaks. Not like that. Not that. Not that. Should look like that. Okay, so you're gonna take 1/3 a cup of the dry ingredients and do like so. Now, you're just gonna fold it in. Now, you're gonna take the rest of it, rinse and repeat, and fold the rest of it in. You should get this consistency. You want to get it till you want to get to, you can draw an 8, a figure 8, without it breaking. Okay, so you want it to have this consistency. Some call it lava, and that is good. But honestly, how many of us have actually seen lava? Ready for piping. Get a piping bag and a number 12, I think the video said. Number 12. And pipe them onto a cookie sheet. Interesting thing, if you don't have parchment paper, use a silicone mat with cornstarch on it. I can thank my mother for that one. If you don't have a piping bag, use this! I can thank my mother for that one. Your silicone mat should look like this. Right, after the cookies have sat for an hour, 30 minutes to an hour is what you want to go for. You want to have the oven preheated to 300 degrees and let them bake for 17 minutes. Now you could stop here and just eat these, or you could create the filling, which is what we're going to do. Okay, so that was violent. You're going to want to take the rest of your ingredients and slowly mix them together. For this recipe, I will be putting in chocolate powder. That's how you make it chocolate. However, you do not have to do this. This is completely optional. You want a banana flavored? Go for it. The limits are, the possibilities are truly endless. Something like this. Now, grab a whisk attachment and mix. FYI, you might need to put in a little extra heavy cream. Just do it a tablespoon at a time until you get the consistency of pudding. Okay, now you're going to want to pipe the pudding once you've got it done. The filling, once you got it done, onto the cookies. Here's what's left of the final product. Now, it's actually recommended that you wait to eat these for a full 24 hours, but
yeah, they never last that long in this house.
We have 3, and I made 7 full versions of these.
Like a Hellcat.